1, 2, 3, trying this. Yes. Nope. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi and welcome. I am Ra. For today's video, guys, I want to tell you the book that I have read that appeared on the TV show Ted Lasso. So, if you don't know what Ted Lasso is a TV show, I think it's a British TV show, but I'm not completely sure, about this guy called Ted Lasso, who is an American, American football trainer, like the guy who trains American football. And the thing is, this guy called Ted Lasso is hired to train an English football team, which is, the real football, not whatever Americans say it's football, because they call it soccer. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, so he is hired, right? And he, goes from United States to United Kingdom to train this team. I would remember the name, but I don't right now. I will put it on the screen. But the thing is, he has to train this group of, this football team. And because he, is American, he doesn't know what football is, like what soccer is. Like maybe he knows, but he doesn't know how to train it. And, it's a whole incredible show of 3 seasons. And there's books in all of them because he comes here to United Kingdom to train this football team with his best friend, who is Coach Beard, one of my favorite characters. Coach Beard is great, and every time the camera shows him, he's constantly reading or has books on his desk. He is constantly reading books, and so I thought, oh my god, I could read those books, and try and figure out why these books appear in the show. So I read 4 of the books that appear on the first season. As I said, there are 3 seasons of the show. I cried at the end, yes. Thing is, there are 3 seasons. I wanted to start with the first season, and there are 13 books, and I only read 4 of them because one of them, it took me so long. So I was like, I'm just gonna do a video with these first 4 books, and then, I'll do a few other videos, a few more parts of me reading these books if you enjoy it. I'll do a playlist on my channel so you can, have all those videos there while I do them. And I'm going to tell you about those 4 books that I have read, and I want to explain why I think Coach Beard, or why this book appear on the show. The first book that I have read that appears in the show is The Dumb Bonds by Jack Kerouac, I think is how you pronounce the last name of this author. And to be honest, I'm not completely sure what this book is about. I know it's very philosophical, and it's just, I don't know. I don't remember what it was about because I don't really liked it. It was very interesting to read, but it was very kind of boring and hard to understand as someone who's not, an English, native. It was a bit hard. I mean, I don't know exactly why Coach Beard reads this book, but in my head, it fits so well that he reads this book because it talks about Buddhism, about different religions, but specifically about Buddhism. And for some type of reason, in my head, it makes so much sense that Coach Beard reads this type of books. And, this has nothing to do with football, but in my head, it makes so much sense. I don't know why he needs to read it, but it makes sense in my head. So, yeah, I wish I could give you a bit more of, an insight of what the book is about, but I don't really remember. But what I do remember is the second book that I read that is called Soccer for Dummies. This book is basically a handbook about how to teach football, and it tells you the different parts of the different positions of the players, how things about the field, the history of the sport. You learn so much about football. It is crazy. If you don't know anything about football and you want to learn something about it, pick up this book because you will learn so many things. I got into the book knowing already kind of quite a basic things about football, because in my house there's always been football on because my parents are very big football fans. My sister loves football and I really like it. It's just I'm not, a lover of I watch every single thing. No, I don't do that, but I do enjoy watching football. And I got into the book knowing already the positions of the players and the different parts of the field, and I know very various of things. So this book has that. This book has different ways of training, so you can if you're trying to train a football team, how you should do it. It has the history of the sport, how how it started, how it began in different countries. It has women in the sport, how women are now involved in the sport, which it was I think my favorite part of the book. And it took me so long to read because it's plus 400 pages, and it was all about football, and my head, it just broke for a moment. I was like, oh my god, this is just too much for me. But I really liked the actual book because it is actually very, you know, useful and maybe not entertaining as such, but very you can learn a lot. So it was very, you know, academical. And that's something I really liked about the book. Of course, it makes so much sense that this book appears in the show. Ted Lasso and Coach Beard are both trainers of American football. They have never heard of, like, they have never trained actual football, what they call soccer. Again, Americans are stupid. But not all of them, some of them. But the thing is, them learning how to, you know, teach the different, you know, the players how to do things and how to train and things. It makes so much sense that this book is in the show, you know, it just makes sense. And then the other two books I read are A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Angle and Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card. And these two books appear because they are presents for different, from two of the players on the team. So there's this, I don't remember what episode it was, but they are making like surprise gifts, like kind of a Secret Santa. And one of the players get the book A Wrinkle in Time, and there's another one that gets Ender's Game. And I would tell you what the books are about, but I don't remember. I really wish I do, because it's just, you know, but I don't really understand. A Wrinkle in Time, I know it's a science fiction book, and I like science fiction, but it takes me a while to read it. So it took me very long to read, and I don't really understand. But what I did enjoy. So yeah. And then Ender's Game, there's a movie about Ender's Game. It's also science fiction. I don't know why there's a lot of science fiction in this, like in the books. Like, I don't know why. But Ender's Game is a movie. I would probably say watch the movie because I did not understand the thing, and then I rewatched the film because I watched it ages ago when I was a kid, and I really liked it. I was like, I'm gonna rewatch it after reading the book, and everything made sense. Like, okay, this is what the book is about. But yeah, you should probably watch the movie, then the book, and Ender's Game, and then A Wrinkle in Time. I wish I could remember, but I know it was it's part of the series. I believe this is like a pentagony, like 5 books in the series, and this is like the first or the second, I think, if I remember right. I really don't remember, and I wish I did. And you know, this is not really the best video I have ever made, probably, but you know, I had to start, you know, this little series of me reading Ted Lasso books some way. So these are the 4 books that I have read this summer, because I think all of them I read during the summer. You know, and I will probably do more parts because, again, I only read 4 books out of 13 from the first season, and there still are 2 more seasons that I have not, you know, pick up books from. I have to say, if you want to actually know my thoughts and actual things about the books, go to the wrap-ups, because I did say things about the books on those wrap-ups. So you should go and watch those, just, you know, so you can know my thoughts on the actual book. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you can notify when I post a brand new video, and I'll see you all guys on the next video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye!